visa run. There we go. We're getting out to countryside Vietnam. We're pretty packed. Remember, I took the later bus run this time. This is the longer and the later departure bus visa run. So we'll see how this one ends up. But it's pretty packed. There's only my seat next to me, this guy's seat, but I think every other seat is pretty much taken up on this one. And there was a 6 o'clock bus, which is the one that I passed on. So we'll hang out here for a little bit. This is the bus visa run. We're about an hour into it, so we still have a lot of hours to go. Out in countryside Vietnam. Got the AC. Look, here's the AC vents blowing extremely cold. So I'm gonna keep these closed for right now. I usually like the AC. You got your lights. You got this seat that will pop up. I'm on the Wi-Fi too. I'm on the Wi-Fi, so this time, luckily, I was able to figure out the Wi-Fi. Yeah, this bus is nice. So we're on the Wi-Fi. Most people are sleeping. That's why I'm trying not to be too loud. I think most people got up early. But every seat, I think, every seat besides these two are empty. Are full, I mean. So we got probably about another hour before we make our first stop at like a big gas station type of place. Gas station slash bathroom slash convenience store. Yeah, what's up, buddy? We are just about an hour into the first part of the visa run. Getting visa upgraded? No, my visa expires in 2 days, so I have to leave the country and we'll get a brand new visa after we come back from Laos. And then I'll be good for another 90 days. And they do have this little baggage holder. Yeah, you can't renew them. You can only get new ones. So you have to leave the country physically, either by flight or by bus, and then you get a new one for another 90 days. So that's why we're on this bus. We're driving to the country of Laos. And then Laos, we will get a new visa when we get back from Laos into Vietnam. On the road again. Laptop, no. I always tell you guys, I can't do editing when I'm out. That's why everyone's like, oh, go to a cafe, go do your editing. I can't. I need to be sitting at a couch or a chair at a table, and I need perfect silence, no distractions. But I'm shooting video. I'm doing a brand new Visa Run video. I've already started that. And I'm going to do some live streams, and then maybe I'll take a nap. Percentage wise, it's hard to say percentage wise because everyone rents different. But I'm going to say, I think rents went up for most people $30 to $100 in that range, depending on what place you stayed at. Most people got at least a $30 percent. Is it buffering? Let me know because I'm logged into the Wi-Fi. I could switch it off from the Wi-Fi, but it didn't show that I was buffering. Weird. Visa Run. This one is the cheaper, longer one, and this one's $155. But I normally take the quicker one, which is now $195. So this one is $155. So $40 difference to get back about 2 hours, 2+ hours earlier. If it buffers or something, let me know because I'm on the bus's Wi-Fi. So just let me know if there's any bad spots. I jacked a whole bunch of snacks. I got some crackers. I got some candies. And I brought my ground beef and eggs for later. Oh, I had a banh mi, an egg banh mi. Let's see. The Fluffster just messaged me. The Fluffster. What the hell is that noise? Can you guys hear that? Oh, there we go. Can you guys hear me? I don't see any messages from you guys. Let me see. Let me know if you guys are still there. Let me know if you guys are still there. Can you guys hear me? Yes, no? Man, I cannot see your guys' message. I'm gonna have to read it on here, but give me 1 second. 155, that's decent. Yes, one time every 3 months. Teaching in China for 4,000. I know you're a stickler on comfort and all, but that's 620 versus 300 for your 1 year. It's like a whole month rent, but it's a huge down. See if this is better. I logged off the Wi-Fi. So let's see if this is better. Here we go. Cambodia is 300. Yeah, it's about $300, but I'm telling you guys, it's a huge downgrade. You're gonna have less safety. It's a little more risky on safety-wise. Cost of living is not going to be as cheap as Da Nang. Lifestyle is going to be different. Internet is not as good. Electricity is not as good. Lots of other things. There's not going to be a beach in Phnom Penh or Siem Reap. So you're going to have to give up a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's better. The I logged out of the Wi-Fi. No, there's not many girls. I think there's maybe four. There was a lady that recognized me. She was like, she walked up to me, and I was like, at first I didn't know what was going on. She was like, I know you. That's so crazy. You're on a visa run. I just watched your visa run video. But the bus is full. The only two seats that are empty is this one and this one. But then basically every other seat is full. Yeah, man, Phnom Penh is Cambodia is not going to be better. If you didn't know about Da Nang, or if Da Nang wasn't an option, Cambodia possibly would work. But when you compare it to it, it's not going to work. Visa Vietnam every 90 days now is 155 or 190. Yes. So one will take you let's call it 12 hours, and the other one's going to take you 14 to maybe 15 hours. So you basically pay $40 to save about 3 hours worth of time. Do you want to save 3 hours? If you do, you pay the extra $40. If you don't care about the extra 3 hours, then you save the $40. This one is the cheaper one. Look at there, everyone's just passing. There was a bus passing. Let's see if you guys can see it. That bus is passing on the wrong side. This one is at 155. The Philippines has the absolute best visa for Americans. You don't have to leave the country for 3 years. But as I told you guys, the cost of living is probably double in the Philippines compared to a city like Da Nang. You're going to have terrible internet. You're going to have bad electricity. You're going to have brownouts. You're going to have lots of things that are out of stock. You're not going to get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for 25,000 pesos or $400. You're not going to get that. Electricity is more expensive in the Philippines. Food is not as good. So there is a trade-off. You guys got to determine which one's better. Let me try to catch up. How much does it cost? Like to leave out all about the 4K. About what? So I passed up 2 jobs. They actually, one was 3,600, one was 3,800. One was 3,600, one was 3,800. I declined those. One I declined because they wanted me too soon. Other one was a city I didn't want. I think it's 28,000 RMB is what I required. The other one was willing to give me 26,000. I think it was 26,000 or 27,000, and I told him no. So I declined, and I didn't want to go. But then the agent messaged me back about a week later, probably about 5 days later, and they said, "Oh, they're willing to go up a little more. Can you do 27,500, which is $3,900?" But it was in a city I didn't want to go. No bathroom on the bus, but probably in about 40 minutes, we'll be stopping at a very big convenience store that has a very nice bathroom. So we stop every 2 hours. Yeah, you do meet interesting people on the bus. Construction is subpar too, like cheap contract buildings, some not even finished. No, there's not many women on this bus. You said they didn't provide all that they promised? What do you mean? No, for me, they wanted me to go to a random obscure tier 2 city, and then the other one wanted to pay me like 25,000 or 26,000 RMB. So, did you convert American money? American money? I'm not sure what you mean. Matt, Philippines and Mexico is in pesos. Dong is, yes. So I pay for my apartment is about 23,000 PHP pesos. You are not going to find a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in a major city on the beach, which just doesn't exist anyways. But you're not going to find a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in the Philippines in a major city for 23,000, electricity included as well. In the Philippines, you have to be going for English. You have to be going for a long-term visa. Here it goes. This is the convenience store. I thought we're actually moving a lot faster, so I'll show you guys this convenience store. I'll do some videos as well. But we're here at the convenience stop. So I'll do double duty. Here's what we'll do. We'll do a little bit of double duty here. I gotta break out my other camera too. But we're here. There's the other bus. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me put my microphone on for my GoPro camera. Everyone's gonna race off this bus. Get my GoPro out. So if you guys hear me and you guys don't understand, like, why is he talking about that? It's because I'm gonna be shooting on the GoPro too. You have a bachelor's degree, correct, Juris? You need a bachelor's degree practically in anything. You need to get your TEFL, and it's not a deal breaker if you don't have teaching experience, but they definitely want it. There we go. Let me turn on the camera. Let me put you guys up here for 1 second. Doing double duty. So this is the first stop, guys. We are getting off at this convenience store. That's a convenience store, a big bathroom stop, and a place to stretch your legs. So you guys could get food. This limo's leaving. Limo bus looks just like ours, so they will probably get to the border a little bit before us. We left a few minutes after them, but this is where you guys can grab some food. You guys can grab some snacks, some drinks, and right over here to the left is going to be a bathroom, and it's pretty clean. I don't want to bring the camera in there, but I seen it last time. You have some sinks out here, which are pretty nice. You can wash your hands. Sit down. And then the bathroom is fairly nice for gas station style. Women's bathroom, men's bathroom. You got these outside sinks. It looks like someone was brushing their teeth or something. And like I said, this is like a gas station. I guess there's a little food spot over there, and then people fill up their gas over here. You stop here. We've been on the road for maybe an hour and a half. We left at 7:05 on the dot, a few minutes after 7, and it looks like it's 8:45 now, and everyone's loading up on the snacks. Let's go take a look and see what they're getting. Getting a coffee break. Everyone else is over here. They got some buns. They got the Vietnamese version of the Pringles. And people are just buying stuff. I brought some food. I brought some ground beef and some eggs that I'll eat in a little bit. And Lynn Visa provides you guys some snacks, some crackers, some candy, coffee. I had an egg banh mi. And basically we will just hang out here for about 10 minutes. So let's just recap what we've done so far. We got on the bus at 7:05. Well, we left at 7:05. Usually it's 7 o'clock. It was a couple minutes after 7:05. It's now 8:45 and we're making our first stop. It's getting pretty damn hot also. And now what we'll do is we'll drive about another 2 hours, and then we'll stop at another gas station similar to this for a bathroom break. There is no bathroom on the bus, which is a big reason why we get out here, to use the bathroom, to stretch your legs, and grab some food if you guys want. And then after that, we'll have about an hour and 20-minute ride, and we'll finally be in Laos. And that's where all the magic takes place. Basically getting your exit stamp, your entrance stamp into Laos, and then your new visa. And then basically everything else is kind of a reverse style. So we're going to keep a clock on and let you know how long this visa run takes, because this visa run is actually the longer one. It costs $155, and it's probably going to take about 14 hours. So we have a little bit of time left. My other visa run that I do with Lynn Visa takes about 12 hours, but it is about $40 more expensive, but you do get back probably close to 2.5 to 3 hours earlier. So people are going to hang out here. I guess I'm going to just probably go stretch my legs, and then we'll catch back up on the video in just a few minutes and show you countryside Vietnam. So stick around. There we go. Let me get some B-roll. Multiple reasons. Fluffy can't get a visa in China. She can, but it's extremely hard. I would have to give up on the YouTube channel. So there's a few downsides about it. Giving up on the YouTube channel would almost be mandatory. And Fluffy can't get a Chinese visa that simple. It's a lot of extra work. So there are some downsides. Plus, I like to travel, man. I couldn't see your guys' messages. I was shooting the GoPro video. My issue is I shoot too much B-roll, guys. Too much B-roll. And then I have so much damn B-roll to shoot or to edit. This is the bathroom, guys. So you guys always ask me, man, what do you guys do about the bathroom? We stop about every 2 hours, and these bathrooms are pretty nice, at least for gas station standards and definitely Vietnamese standards. Was the other bus early for Lynn Visa? The other one left about 10 or 15 minutes before we did. So there's two 7 o'clock in the morning bus visas. One left about 10 minutes before us. And then there was one this morning at 6 o'clock, which is the more expensive one, but the faster one. Pretty much they do hand walk you through it. There will be a lady on the Vietnam side, and then the guy will be on the Laos side. And basically, this is the guy. This is the main star right here. This is the main star that keeps everyone in line right here. So he will check our paperwork and hand us everything. So yeah. This is him. You're going to be on the Laos side or the Vietnam side today?
Laos side.
Laos side. I think you're always on the Laos side, right? So at that little building, you'll be there. We'll hand you our passport and take care of everything. So he'll be on the Laos side. The girl is usually on the Vietnam side. And you literally go in there, you hand him your passport, they'll get the stamp for you. There's no paperwork. There's nothing like that you guys got to do here. So like practically the only thing you do is walk. Walk and make your bus. That's about it. Let's get a little more B-roll and then we'll jump back on this bus. And then I'll be able to see your guys' comments. It's kind of sunny out here. So we're getting back on the bus. And actually I should sit at this seat, huh? Or I should drive. I should be like GTA and hijack this thing. But they do have some, I believe, some waters in here. There you guys go. Look. So if you guys want some waters, you guys can just crack those. And here's the seat. So you got a two-sided seat, and then you got the one seat right there. But everything is pretty much full, and I get my same seat every single time. They should just put my name over here, because this is where I sit. But your seats, your feet stand, kick out. You guys can use this little button, kick it out. They got speakers in the back. Duck was on the speaker earlier this morning. You have a visor, or I don't know what you call this, like a sunscreen. And then you do have this AC unit, and the AC is blowing pretty cold, so the AC is feeling good on us right there. There we go. So that's the first stop. So we're probably about 20% done, I would call it. This is probably about the 20% mark. We're not close, but we are making progress. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Let me catch back up with you guys. Let's turn this off, conserve our battery. Nah, man, there's not many girls. I think 3 or 4 girls, basically. But I mean, you're not gonna, this is not a party bus. You're not gonna be walking around. Like, basically wherever you sit is gonna be your chat mate. I don't have any chat mates, which is good because I do the live stream, and it's good because if someone else wanted to sleep, they're probably like, shut up, man, I'm trying to sleep. But basically, this is everybody on the bus. This is a single aisle, and this is the double aisle. They always save me a seat on the single side, but I tell them I always want to sit in this back row, which is 2 seats. Let me catch back up with you guys. No, this is not the early bus. The early bus is the one that costs $40 extra, and that's the one that gets back early. I don't want to say forced me, but Duck was like, you really got to take this, man. This is the real Visa run. It's the real one. It's longer, but it's cheaper, and this is the one that everybody takes. So no bathroom on the bus. That's why we stopped at that convenience store. Then Visa, do they hand walk you through? Yes, they pretty much hand walk you. Yep, this is the Visa run, Earl. The Visa run from Ho Chi Minh to Phnom Penh is much better for hot food. 2 stops, Vientiane side, and another stop on Cambodia side. I know, I should have drove, huh? I should have used my GPS and figured out how do we get there. Is it that long? It's 9 hours to get from Ho Chi Minh to Phnom Penh? I thought it was like 5 hours. I didn't know that's that long. Party bus, go around the bunch, introduce yourself. No, I'm not gonna look like a fool. What am I? They're gonna be like, what the hell? Stop bothering me. I'm trying to take a nap. Like, no. You'll notice, like, nobody's talking. Everyone has their headphones. They're on their phone. Like, you're not gonna walk up and be like, hey, let me introduce myself. Then you're like, dude, get the hell out of my face. Think at the time of the month, the live stream goes on. The wheels on the bus go round. Darson, I guess you're the older guy at the express one. I don't remember if it was 2 or 5 hours. By the way, I have a little wife, one home. Drive the bus in the movie. No, I mean, I'm a guy, I don't want to impose. Like, what the hell am I going to do? They're going to be like, why are you introducing yourself to me? Who the hell are you? Like, I'm tired. Get out of my face. The bus, I'd be like, get away from me, idiot. I don't want some random creep stranger coming up on me with a camera. I'll tell you, like, even when I do my live streams with, like, Dale and Mark, I always feel bad putting them on camera, but I don't think they really mind, but I just hate, like, imposing on people. They'll be like, what the hell are you doing? Good. They're going to be thinking, like, what are you doing? Or they might go tell the this guy to stay away from me. I don't want him around me. I am imposing if I have a camera and go introduce myself on a bus that people don't want to be bothered on. Now, talking English, everybody speaks English practically on here. But look how many conversations you see. How many conversations do you see? I'm not a guy that goes around. I don't brag about stuff. Actually, it's kind of funny. In the morning, Duck always stands up here and he'll make his announcements. And I was recording, and he's like, hey, we have a famous YouTuber on here. Because actually 2 people, the lady up here recognized me, and another person over here recognized me. But he was like calling me out, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, I don't want to say I feel embarrassed. But I was like, damn, thanks for throwing me out on the limb like that. so much experience traveling, you should be doing your own visa applications. I don't want to. It's not worth it. The price isn't worth it, man. What am I going to save? $42 and take all the risk? So if I go do my own visa run, how am I going to get there? Explain to me how I'm going to get there. I'm going to be on a bus with a whole bunch of little kids screaming. So this part of the bus, this part of the visa only cost me about $70. $70 for this chartered bus run. Plus they help us out and they do all the paperwork. Why am I going to risk being on a terrible bus and getting a visa denied for $60 or $70? It doesn't make sense. Why do you guys like sitting at the back? I like sitting in the back because I get these seats. Actually, and you get to lean these seats a little back further, and I like to see. I like the bigger window. Yeah, you'd have to take like a local chicken bus, and it's not like, at least all these people here are all here for the same reason. Like there could be an old lady carrying a chicken, there could be some kids coughing and running up and down the thing. At least with this bus, it's practically it is everybody getting a new visa run. And then the other part is, like I said, we showed you the guy that's going to be on the Lao side. He's going to take care of all the paperwork. Like there's no paperwork that we do at all here. I can't do those chicken buses, man. I would not be into those. I couldn't do it. I'd rather stay on this where you got the AC. Those chicken buses are not going to have AC. You're probably not going to get a window seat. I like this bus, man. I actually do like this bus. This is like the only bus that I'll ride here. We are going from Da Nang to the country of Laos. You can buy a luxury bus to the border in Laos, check into a hotel for 2 or 3 days. You defeat the point, though, Darson. You're spending more time and probably more money doing that, so it doesn't make any sense. So you're going to go to the Lao Bao border where there's nothing at and stay at a random hotel where you're out in the middle of the wilderness. You're going to spend 3 days there and you're going to spend more money. It doesn't make sense. Asian? Let me see. Do I look Asian? Tell me if I look Asian. Do I look Asian? Actually, let me clean my lens. I would explore Laos too, but via Tien. But it's like 11-hour bus from the Lao Bao border. So I looked into doing Lao. I really did. But the problem is two things. If you go to the Lao Bao border, it's like another 10 plus hours to the capital city of Vientiane. And then the opposite thing. Then you go like, okay, we'll just take a flight from Da Nang to Vientiane. But it's like $200 round trip. And I'm like, wait a second. I can go anywhere else for that. So it doesn't make sense. It's logistically bad to do it. No, Lao, the people that do like Lao, they all say the same thing though. It's very boring. It's like just nature. It's kind of like the country that would be considered like camping. Lower down my voice. There we go. I'm lowering my voice now. I'm gonna lower my voice. The food, where I've only been, the longest I've been in Laos was about 2 or 3 hours. Reconnecting, but I am able to connect to the Wi-Fi here. Come on, Juris, let's stop spamming, please. You have a lot of trolls in your chat. I know. As the channel grows, it starts to get a little hectic. Ducking for you. I don't think I've ever seen you in here. Yeah, I guess you can call me a traveling YouTuber. I've been here in Vietnam for about 1 year and 5 months, but overall, I've been to 20 countries. So technically, I guess by definition, I guess I'm a traveling YouTuber, but I've been in Da Nang for about one year and about 1 year and 5 months. Tim is probably sleeping. He's in Washington, D.C. So I think It's probably like 5 in the morning or something. Yeah, I like Vietnam. I like Da Nang especially. I'm hoping. Oh, so it's 9 o'clock now. I'm hoping that we will be back in 12 more hours. 10:09 p.m. I forget. We're always on the opposite. Yeah, so in USA, well, in California, it must be 8. No, it must be 7 in the morning. When I started the live stream, no, 7 at night, 7 at night. No, this one's gonna probably be, no, no, no. I've already done 2 hours. So we've already done 2 hours new to this. So this is probably gonna be a 14-hour day. This one's the slower bus visa run. It is the cheaper one, but it is the slower one. 7 p.m. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. on the West Coast. Oh boy, I got about 12 hours. My battery charger will last me. Um, I brought some food. What time is it now? 9? So I think we will do our next stop at a gas station like that at about 11 o'clock or so. I brought 2 of them. So hopefully they should last. One of them lasts a good amount of time, but I will try to do a lot of live streaming. Usually once we get up a little bit higher in the mountain, the internet connection starts cutting out. Now there is a Wi-Fi connection that I could use, but I'm not sure how good it is. Speaking of, how's the Wi-Fi connection right now? It says I have 4 bars on 4G, but as soon as we start going up the mountain, I will try to switch to Wi-Fi. But if it cuts out, then we will probably pick up maybe at the next stop. Machu Picchu. No toilet on the bus. We're in the back. We just stopped at a big convenience store / gas station, and they had a nice bathroom there. That's why we stopped every 2. It cuts out every minute or so. Are you talking about right now? Okay. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I'm on the Wi-Fi now. So I just logged into the Wi-Fi. Let me know if this gets better. Let me know if this connection is better. I'm on the Wi-Fi now, so hopefully this will be better. Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Actually, so the AC is going, and I'm not that loud. I'm pretty close to the phone, so I don't think anyone really hears me. Maybe this guy and her, but it's not really that loud. Same. Let me see. We might have to pick it up in a little bit, but we'll see. Give it a second. Give it a second. I'm not teaching in China. I mentioned it earlier. 2 reasons. 1, it's hard for Fluffy to get a visa there. And 2, I would have to give up doing my YouTube channel. So those are the 2 downsides. Let's try to make sure that this connection... Can you guys hear me still? Let me know if it gets better. Okay, maybe it's getting better. Some parts of this trip are kind of bad. Terrible. Nothing I can do. We're out way up in the mountain. It's September to January in Da Nang is rainy season. It's bad again. Okay, let me log into the. This will be better. If not, we might just have to catch up at another time. No, I told them this will be an on and off. Once we're up here in the mountain, let me know. Did it get better now? Did it get worse? I'm on the 4G now. Do you recommend against staying during? I did. I stayed last year during the rainy season, but I thought it was going to be a lot cheaper, and I thought a lot of people were going to leave Danong. Okay, now. No. No, he didn't ask me. And don't remind him, because I don't want to have that responsibility. Okay, hopefully it'll balance out. Some of these spots are kind of rough, but then it kind of picks back up. So hopefully we're doing better now. Smuggling run every 90 days. So I lost 2 days on this visa run. 2 days I can accept. 2 days is not bad. 2 days is not bad. One of these visa runs, I lost like 9 days, I think. And that's terrible. I hate losing that many days because you run the risk of having to do 5 visa runs if you don't time them correctly. That's a good question. I believe, or I'm gonna guess just from the quick interaction I had with them, I'm gonna say Americans and UK. That's gonna be my best guess. There's a lady that recognized me up here, and I think she said she was from New York, I think. I hear some people digging into their snacks. I'll show you guys some of the snacks that I got. I got some crackers, and I had a egg bunny. So I'm very curious to see what happens during rainy season this year. If people leave during rainy season, then the rent prices will go down. But nobody left. Very, very, very little people left last rainy season, which is why the rents didn't go down. So I'm very curious to see what happens this rainy season. LBH? I'm not sure what an LBH is. Yeah, this is the standard, but so this is one of the ones that's the most crowded because this is kind of the one that they kind of push and tell everyone to do. The one I normally do is the more expensive, earlier one. It's an hour earlier, and that one's usually 70% full. But this one's completely full. The only 2 empty seats is here and here, but all the rest of this bus is full. I'll show you guys the freeway of Vietnam. I know it's not carnivore, but I brought them so that I can stash them at the house. I have a couple of packets of crackers too. Fluffy sometimes has me steal the coffee, but since she's not here, I didn't get any packets of coffee. Yeah, the streets are actually not too bad. Some of the stuff is a little rough, but it's not too bad. Our bus got pulled over last visa run, but it was only like 3 or 4 minutes, and I don't think they had anything happen, but it was weird that they pulled us over. Not a top guy? Never heard of that. Get more snacks. I don't think I'm gonna do. I think honestly, the way that I'm thinking. I don't think I'm gonna do another bus run this year. I think this might be it for the year. Technically, I'm gonna have a visa run in September, but I'm either thinking that I'm gonna fly out during that one, or it's gonna be the bus to Cambodia. Those are probably the two options for my next visa run. I can't predict it, but I'm leaning, or I'm at least assuming, it's going to be a flight out on the next visa run, or it'll be a bus to Cambodia. But actually, when I did the math, I will need to do another visa run December 20th if I keep up on this visa routine. Last place, you did get 1-0 against the Astros. Yeah, man. I don't watch the A's pretty. Actually, I rarely keep up with baseball and basketball in the past few years. It's just too hard with the time difference. What do you think, JPW theory? It's just to be white and you can get Asian women. I've never heard of that. I don't know none of these codes. I never overstayed. I definitely recommend you guys don't ever overstay. There, to me, it makes absolute no sense to overstay, because it would be cheaper to take a flight to Bangkok or Kuala Lumpur for $50. You get on a flight and you just leave for $50. Now, if you overstay, your fine is going to be more than $50 first of all, and then you risk getting blacklisted. So it doesn't make any sense. There's no pros of being on the overstaying. Fluffy, she's in the chat room. Fluffy's in the chat room. I'm gonna try to say your name normal this time. I call him Mega, but I'm gonna say it correct. Hold on. Let me say it correctly. I gotta run it through my brain again. Magrabi. YouTube has highlights. That's what I watch. Knicks fan. No, game 6 is happening right now. They will come and arrest you in a week or so if you live in a city. Game 6 is now. How much is that fine? I don't know what the fine is per day, but I know practically if you just even stay over a few days, it's going to be over the 40-something dollars that it is to fly on Air Asia and go to Kuala Lumpur or Bangkok. There's no reason, there's no benefit at all of overstaying. You're going to end up paying a larger fine than the plane ticket, and you risk being blacklisted. It's not worth it. My last technical job. So do you mean working for a company? Because the last job I technically had was working for myself in the USA. I had my own reselling company. But my last job that I worked for the man in USA was 2017. And I worked at a medical supply company that delivered, repaired, removed hospital bed and a few other hospital equipment. Once you live broadcast, audience, pray preserve this Herodias pursuit, lowest viewed finals in history. Just looked it up, no one cares about them anymore. Third quarter. I heard you have also agencies that stamps. That doesn't exist anymore. If you're talking about the stamp where you don't leave the country, that does not exist. About a year ago, Vietnam really upgraded their computer system, and it doesn't work that way anymore. So the only other thing you could do, but it kind of defeats the point, you could fly out of the country, And then you could pay $70 to get an expedited visa in like 4 to 6 hours, but it will cost you more money. Yeah, he was at the tea place yesterday. That's where we seen him, at the tea place. I wish I could average 9 million views on my live stream, or even on any of my uploaded videos. Look at this. That's nice out there. Yeah, smooth journey so far. I'm guessing we're about 20% done. We've made our first quick stop, and we're probably, I'm guessing we're about 3.5 hours from Laos, the country of Laos.